What's good? We back. Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. Talking about an article I read on Adonis Stevenson, which I will link to the description as I always do. And he said basically that he'd fuck around and stop Kovalev. They asked him about his resume and all that other stuff, and he said that he fought good guys like Chad Dawson and Tavares Cloud, and he said he had other good names on there. He said he did what he was supposed to do, and his on his part to make the Kovalev fight happen. He said Kovalev don't want to smoke. Kovalev, he don't want to fight. He act like he want to fight, but he don't want to fight. And he also goes on to say, Kovalev is scared of a power puncher like me. Basically look what Andre Ward did to him. He a good fighter, but he can't punch. He stopped him. And he said he sparked Kovalev. But his resume, it's very deceiving because Chad Dawson just got beat by Andre Ward at 68 and came back up. He knocked him out in like the first few seconds. So, but Chad Dawson was a lineal champion, but he was coming off a loss at a lower weight class and may not have been the same fighter. Tavares Cloud, we already know he got exposed. He said, look, I fought Fonfora, and people act like I didn't want to give Fonfora a rematch. Fonfora wasn't on nobody's radar before he fought Adonis Stevenson. He didn't do shit after that, but getting knocked out by Joe Smith Jr. Then get knocked out by Stevenson again. He said, Badou Jack, a good fighter, he gonna spark him out as well. But he compared himself to Floyd Mayweather. Look at Floyd Mayweather. People say he didn't fight nobody. Man, you totally different. Floyd paid his dues. But Stevenson lives in his own world. And I remember they asked Badou Jack, was he worried about getting robbed this week versus Stevenson in Canada? Because that fight is going down in Toronto at the Air Canada Center where the Toronto Raptors, or tonight the Toronto baby dinosaurs play, or the LeBronto Raptors, whatever you want to call them. He said he ain't worried about getting robbed because nobody likes Stevenson. Even in Canada, man, they root against him. A lot of people pulling for him to lose. He lives in his own fantasy kid-like world where he thinks he's a top fighter. He thinks he's this all-time great, this boxing god, this living boxing god walking the earth, and nobody sees him that way. I know they tell athletes not to read the press clippings and the articles. He need to read them because he needs his ego to be tuned down a little bit. Because at the end of the day, he didn't go seek Badou Jack. Mayweather Promotions and Badou Jack seek to fight Adonis Stevenson. They didn't go looking, Adonis Stevenson don't go looking for the toughest challenges. And, all people remember about the Kovalev thing is that, right or wrong in the second negotiation where Kovalev pulled out because somebody won a purse bid on Stevenson's behalf. And he pulled out because he had a television obligation with HBO. And he got to fulfill that contract. But everybody going to remember Stevenson voting for Showtime to get away from HBO not to fight Kovalev. That's what everybody's going to remember. When you look back in history, when you go back and say, damn, why didn't the WBC champion and the IBO light heavyweight champion, Stevenson and Kovalev, fight each other? And everybody going to remember Stevenson about to agree to the fight or something, and at the end of the day, at the last minute, he runs back to Showtime. That's what everybody going to remember about that fight. Nobody going to remember the second negotiation. People gonna know that Stevenson was a clown. He might be Badou Jack, but everybody's holding hands or giving energy like Badou Jack is Goku and give him energy for a spirit bomb to beat Adonis Stevenson. I think that'll be the greatest thing that happened in boxing this year. Is that Badou Jack will beat Adonis Stevenson. I think that fight is next week. Double feature with two different locations, two main events. Gary Russell, Jojo Diaz, and then Stevenson and Jack. So I don't know which one gonna be first. That'll be a good question to ask. But yeah, he talking shit, and then, he was, they was gonna fight Andre Ward. But Andre Ward pulled out the negotiation because the money wasn't enough. You hear that from so many fighters and this and that, and it might not be enough because guess what? He wasn't gonna be able, Andre Ward, to bully Adonis Stevenson in negotiations like he bullied Kovalev. Kathy Duval let Kovalev get fucked with no Vaseline in those negotiations. Andre Ward, who wasn't going to do Stevenson like that. Al Heyman was going to pay Stevenson top dollar, and Andre Ward was going to be the B-side. Andre Ward couldn't stomach that. That's the first thing, Ward didn't want to go for undisputed because he didn't want to take less money than when he took versus Kovalev fight. And Kovalev fight, he got 6-5 and I think $7 million in back-to-back fights. Kovalev had no hard guarantee. In the second fight, all the money came on the back end, so there's no telling what he made. And that's the reason he couldn't take a long layoff after getting stopped. He couldn't take a year or two off or a year and a half off because he wasn't getting no money from that war fight. So he had to get back in the ring, get his mind right, and he had to get back to his winning ways because he didn't have no money from that fight. He probably didn't have no money for nothing from what the U.S. is taxing him for foreign taxes, plus taxing everywhere else, paying a trainer, paying a coach, promotional fees, and all that other shit. Paying for life and health insurance for your family out your pocket. Hell yeah, he had to get back in the ring and fight Shavansky and then fight Ignore or whatever that guy's name was. He didn't have an option. He was broke. But, like I said, Stevenson lives in his own world. I'll link this article to the description. It's very, very long. But, it is what it is. We hoping Badou Jack can do what he do and spark Stevenson out. And I know it may be all a dream, but shit, man, I'm sick of this guy. I used to be behind this guy. I liked him. I like what he brought to the table. I like the power. I thought he brought something different to the light heavyweight division, but he held that division up too long. And Badou Jack said he's open to fighting Kovalev and everybody else. So we rather have a proactive guy that's willing to unify and really willing to fight the top guys, and a guy that's not willing to. But the winner, Jack and Stevenson, is gonna have to fight Alexander Gufik, whatever that guy's name is. I don't think the homie that good. He good, but he been regressing of lately. He only got 12 fights, so I think it'll be an easy victory if I ever fight that guy. But he got skills though. But he just need more seasoning and more time, in my opinion. But yeah, Stevenson, it is what it is. Y'all know we dealing with this clown. TBC and more. Subscribe, like, share.